Welcome to Res Expert. This is Mark Payne, the CEO of Digital Res Australia, and I'm just going to give you a short introduction here to the Res Expert system. So thank you for your time filling out your profile details, your rooms and your daily rate. So when the system opens, you'll be presented with the grid with your unit types down the left hand side. It'll have your resort name up the top here in a header, and it'll be themed. The theme color will be the one that you chose during the demonstration setup. Now all of this is editable via the setup menu, so all you do is just scroll to the top of the screen and you'll see here you've got your action menus, and the settings that you'll be concerned with to tailor the system, and our sales consultants will help you, is under the setup menu. So if we select setup, so you've got business setup and pricing and rates. So under business setup, you can create your seasons in here, your time periods if you have more than a day time period, the taxes that are applicable to your business. If you've got any custom payment types, you'll create them in there. And occupant types, there's a default occupant has been created in the demonstration system, and in here you could go and change that to be adult, and you can have children and infants, for example, or pets that you'd like to track. The unit types are to do with your units that you have on your property, and if you've got additional ones or you need to rename it, you do everything in the unit types, and within there's actually the unit features, and you can renumber them, name them. And number 8 here is your unit type policy editor, everything to do with deposits and cancellation policies, terms and conditions go into the policy editor, and products and services is where you can create your own products to sell, like ice or tours and things like this. And of course you've got vehicle types and meters sitting there. Under your pricing and rates, you've got rate groups if you have multiple rate levels. You've got your inventory manager, which is for third-party booking portals, which will be coming in very soon, and your rate set up for your high season, low season, or your room rates are in there. And product rate setup, likewise, the pricing that you have on a particular item. And if you set up any discount types, you'll find them here. So we'll just go back to the grid for a moment, and you can just jump to it straight from here. But just before I leave here, when you come into your setup menu for the first time, you've got all of your explanations here. Toolbar menus, you just click on any of these and you've got a help system that's available, and you can see here this explains the sidebar menu for you, and you just move your mouse to the bottom of the screen here and you can increase the size of it, and you can follow through with the help system there. At the top of each panel that you open up, you've got a white question mark on the end here, which is your help system for each of the panels that you're in. So if you're doing anything to do with your rate setup, you can just simply click the question mark and it will display a help system on how to set up rates, for example. So we'll close that and go back to the grid. Take you there for that. And here we have the grid, and they will have the unit types that you created during the demonstration setup, and across the top you've got the days, and across the bottom of the grid you've got your quick jump months. So if you wanted to do a booking out in October, you can simply select October and the system will reset till October. Now you can make bookings one of several ways. We'll just go back to the now, which is the current week, and if we wanted to make a test booking for several days here in a double room, you can just simply drag across the availability grid. Now what the availability grid tells you is on any one day, these are the remaining total units that you have available for booking. So you can see here, Monday you've got 2s, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you've got 3, going back to 4 on Friday, Saturday, and going back to your full complement on Sunday. So we can drag through how many days that people want the booking for, and you can go res quote, and this will start the reservation for you, and you get a quote down the left hand side in the till tape, and you can see here 6 days at 95, which is the low season, and if we had taxes set up, you would see them in here. And you go new booking, will create the booking for you, and then you can enter the guest details. Sorry, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But the other way of doing bookings is over on the top left hand side of the screen. You have a calendar here. So if you click on the calendar and we say, right, people are coming in on the 23rd for 5 nights, you just change that there and press enter or go submit. The system will return all your unit types down here on the left hand side, and it'll tell you how many are available for the date range that you've chosen, and it'll tell you the maximum extension. If the units have got maximum occupants, it will tell you there 4, 2s, 6s, for example. And for the period of the stay, it'll give you a minimum maximum rate. So from this point, we could simply click, double, select the number of occupants, and as you can see here, it's priced it on the left hand side for you. Select the number of occupants, and if there was extra occupant charges, the tariff would be updated on the left, and now when you go submit, it will start the reservation for you. So we'll just go through into that. So the system comes up with the guest details on the left hand side and all the booking details on the right. So if you've created anyone in the system before, you can search for them and call back their details, and it will create the history for them. So generally recommended that once you start the system that you always search for a guest name. So here we'll just, it's a new system, so we'll just type somebody in, and you just type away, the system will capitalise for you. And you can jump then down to your postcode if you like, and 4710 is the local postcode here. Returning that, and we'll pick up Zilsey, for example, and it fills in the city and the state and province. You put email addresses because the system can send confirmation emails and invoices. We'll just put a phone number in. Too many digits. Correct that. So over on the left hand side, you've got your right hand side, sorry, you've got your dates, you've got the unit type, and you can switch unit types there if you needed to. The unit number you don't need to assign till the guest is arriving, but you can assign a unit number if you wish. And the system will display a list of available units. We can pick one. And then we've got the rate group and the discount as per the front page. So at this point we've finished the booking. We can press submit, and the system will create the reservation for you, and it'll take you straight to the payment screen where you can record. It takes you straight into the credit card tokenization, and this allows you to record a credit card detail with PCI standards, which is the payment card industry standards for storing credit cards these details. So we can select that we've got a Visa card from the guest. You can put in, this is a test Visa card number, any date, and you just answer the question. And it says the credit card's been accepted and encrypted. So you continue there. Just go to the top of the screen, we can submit that, and then if you wanted to take a payment at this point, you could close this and take a payment for it. But the system will send you off a PDF confirmation, and we can view that just by hitting print, or you can send an email confirmation as well. The system will allow you to do all of that. And now if we come back to the availability grid, we'll see that the numbers here have been reduced for the length of the booking that we did. And we can switch to see the individual units by pressing the res. Go view units, and we can see in here is our John Smiths that we've made bookings for. The system has the ability to have pencil in bookings, which is just a small note holding for a date range, and you can convert that to a booking. And you can have maintenance bookings, which is attached to a room, again by a date range, and in this case they've got a faulty light switch. So that is a basic overview of the system for you, and from here, like I said, one of our sales consultants will work with you, and you can configure your rooms correctly and put your different season and rates in, and then when you're happy with the system, we can then update that into the production system and you can go live. So I'll just switch back to unit types here by just pressing the button View Types, and you're back on your availability grid here. And that's the end of this short demonstration. Thank you for your time.